All right, I knew this job opportunity didn't smell right from the very first message. It came from a guy named Jacob claiming to represent a company called Travel Certification LLC. He said they were hiring remote travel agents. Sounded decent enough, but something about how fast he jumped to scheduling an interview had my alarm bells ringing. So I decided to dig deeper.
I don't want it to be a scam, but let's be honest. The breakdown of this is pretty amazing. So,
This was the original ad on Craigslist. Simple, somewhat professional looking, and just vague enough to pull people in. It offered flexible hours, high pay, and training included. But there was one line that stuck out: limited spots available for this week's onboarding session. So I joined the meeting. I wanted to see if it was actually legit. Of course, to no surprise, it wasn't.
For data entry, all of these tasks come with the responsibilities of our consultants, okay? And we'll go over the list now together a little bit more in depth. And one more thing I will mention, yes, we are in the travel industry, but this position does not require any sort of travel experience, background, or education. We are looking for individuals that can take on administrative duties along with customer service related tasks. Perfect. With that being said, let me go ahead and share my screen here so we can take a look at the responsibilities. And guys, we're located in Los Angeles, California. We've been here for the past 30 years. This is our headquarters. And let's move on to the position. All right, Sarah, this position is remote, work from home. Okay, what does that mean? If you have somewhere in your home where it's not a noisy background and you can focus, that is all we require in terms of the position. Okay. In terms of equipment, Alexander, we must have either a laptop or a computer for this job. Absolutely mandatory.
However, Jacob introduces himself like a motivational speaker, full of energy, promises, and big talk about people helping people work from home. But as he went on, it became clear this wasn't a job interview. It was a sales pitch.
So that brings us to our first responsibility, which is provide exceptional customer service to our clients by understanding their needs and preferences. Okay, what does this mean? This means we must know what our client wants, what they don't want, what they would like and not like for their vacation. How do we do that? We do that by asking good questions. Okay, so there's 4 questions that we need to ask each and every one of our clients, guys. We've been doing this for 30 years now, so please make sure we get these questions asked to our clients. Jessica, the first question that we must ask our client is, are you traveling for any particular occasion? Are you traveling for any particular occasion? Why do we ask this question? Because we must know what kind of experience the client is looking for. Is it a honeymoon, an anniversary, a wedding, bachelor, bachelorette trip, a family trip? Each and every one of these come with different experiences, and we need to get a better idea of what that is for this. And my father came up to me, and remember, my dad built this business, right? My father came up to me and he offered me a position. Okay, he offered me a job at this company.
of course he did.
Guess which job it is that he offered me?
His job.
Hence this very same position, a consultant. Back in the day, if you wanted to be a consultant or have a job in the travel industry, you had
So
to get
we
licensed.
expect you to want to bring other people in. Bring in your family members. Bring in your friends. So that
It's not
we
the
can
same
make
today,
money off of them
a lot
as
of
well.
machines are required. But long story short, I did what I had to do. I became a consultant in 2013 at the same company. Okay. I was a consultant for 6 years, guys. Okay, from 2013 to 2019. And I have to tell you something, and I'm not being biased. I absolutely loved every part of this job. It was like a dream job for me.
Oh, yes.
Okay. You feel
Because the job that they're running is not the same job. It's not the one that you're signing up for. Their job is to make money off of you.
He claimed his father had founded the company over 30 years ago, said they've trained thousands of agents, and that everyone on the call was going to get hired.
There's select amount of you on this meeting right now, right? I currently have about 15 individuals in training currently. 15 individuals are in training right now. And they're about to be consultants with us probably within the next 1 or 2 days. Guys, if you have put your time aside for this meeting and you have dedicated this 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, and you have, you've probably sacrificed something right throughout your day to be here, whether it's maybe leaving work early or not going to work or
Investigating him,
whatever
that
it
is my work.
sacrifice something that you like to do, right? and you've dedicated time and you have been attentive throughout this entire meeting so far, well, I've limited this meeting to a select number of people.
Oh yeah, here it
If
comes.
you've dedicated your time here, each and every one of you will have the opportunity to receive this position. Okay? So, yes, every single one of you will have the opportunity to take this job.
Now, if spots are limited, why would everyone get hired? As long as we paid the $97 per month for as long as training lasted, we were going to get hired on as a so-called travel agent.
Guys, what I had to do in 2013 when I became a consultant, you don't have to do that today. Okay, that is not a requirement of any kind. But please pay close attention to me for another minute. This is very important. We must all be on the same page on this. There is a company policy. It is also an industry policy that we all must abide by. Very important. This is for your safety. This is for our safety. We do not, we rather play safe than sorry. We do not put anything at risk or this company at risk. Okay? So everybody at our company has this and must have it. It is very important. It doesn't matter what position you have. If you're a staff member, a support agent, or a consultant, everybody must have this. And at the bare minimum, guys, at the bare minimum, we all must have a certification. Must.
Oh.
The reason I say this is because certification comes with insurance.
No, it
This
doesn't.
insurance is very important.
What?
Everybody. This insurance, basically, what we didn't talk about is what happens if you make a mistake. Okay? We didn't talk about mistakes, but mistakes do happen, right? So Jessica, let me just.
So to get this
Let's
certification,
finish your training in the next day, and you start
you're gonna
working
need.
here with the
There we go.
certificates, right?
You're gonna need to buy this.
Putting together the vacation.
Let's just call it educational materials.
Now, the $97, what do you think that gets you? Well, according to him, it gets you a travel agent certification. Now, there are things out there that travel agents can use to get better results, but nowhere does it state that they need to have a travel agent certification. That's when the mask slipped.
Guys, it is very important. If you are going to be employed here and I'm going to give you this position, you must be covered with that insurance as well. Every one of you. That is absolutely mandatory. I will not be putting anybody in the position not to be covered, okay? Because I won't put anybody in a position at that time. You're going to receive a certification number. I need to know what your certification number is. So please make sure you send me your certification number in the chat once you filled out this form, and I will go ahead and call out your name, okay, once you fill out that number.
Now, pay-to-work scams like this are one of the oldest tricks in the book. They use fake credibility, impressive-sounding company names, professional slides, and big promises to convince you that you're not buying a scam, you're buying your future.
You are going to get 2 sets of emails right away. The first set of emails is going to be training protocol. So you're going to get access to training right away. You can get started on training right away. The second email is going to be you're going to get the CRM access, right? So the login credentials to the CRM. Now, you are also going to receive a phone call and a text message from our support team.
Do you see that? We value and appreciate our team. Therefore, we will be giving each of you a $10,000 sign-on bonus in complimentary vacations. This includes free flights, hotels, and cruises, etc. You can thank Jacob for that.
Alright? So we're gonna go ahead and do this right now.
But here's where things really started to unravel. Their official website, thetravelcertification.com, was registered this year on July 31st. No older versions, no public history, no LinkedIn presence predating the summer. That's a dead giveaway. The address listed on their site, 6618 San Fernando Road, Suite 205, Glendale, California. When I looked it up, that location turned out to be a small commercial space shared by many businesses, including one called Matrix Laboratories. No sign of any travel agency exists. I confirmed this by calling the building myself. To make it worse, the image they showed at their headquarters actually belongs to another company entirely, SVH Tours and Travel. They literally took a photo of that building, photoshopped the sign out, and tried to pass it off as their own office. The Better Business Bureau confirmed multiple complaints tied to this same setup. Different names, same game, people paying the $97 and never hearing back. In some cases, the scammers even reused the same first names, Jacob and Edvin, across fake company fronts.
Edvin Sarkisian is the agent that started this company. I thought the founder's name was Jacob. What's going on? Oh, Edvin Sarkisian. I mean, he did, like, I'm not trying to be, profiling here, but Sarkisian sounds like a Italian last name, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know much about names, but Edvin Sarkisian is not Jacob. Not Jacob.
So what's really happening here is simple. They're impersonating a legitimate travel business, using stolen images and charging hopeful job seekers for a certification that doesn't exist. They hide behind fresh LLC filings, Delaware registrations, and vague email domains hoping nobody checks. If you ever get asked to pay for a job, stop right there. A legitimate employer pays you. And if something feels off, trust that gut instinct and verify everything. Because sometimes a 5-minute background check can save you $97 in a world of frustration. And whoever Jacob really is, you're welcome. You just made it onto my radar. And I honestly hope that you change your ways. Catch scammers, drink coffee, repeat.